You're listening to the Dusty Boots podcast.
We're at the Gympie Music Master. We got Wade FORSTER. It's finally good to actually catch up for a chat, mate.
Finally, bro.
You finally actually messaged me back.
I've been dodging you. I was like 2012 Billy Slater, bro. I was just cutting through the line.
Bill said to me, Wade's never ever going to reply to me, and then you actually replied.
No, because I was like, I've been listening to you for ages, and then I was like, I should tell these blokes like I'd be keen to come on, and then I look and there's like a message. I was like, I'm a dick. Like, fuck, I'm a dick.
That was 12 months ago, mate.
Yeah. Like, God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
But I turn my phone off a lot of the time when I'm home because I just want to be a cowboy again when I'm home, you know? I want to go riding horses and act like I used to, like when my phone didn't have anyone trying to contact me, you know?
Well, speaking of that, I did see on the socials the other day you're doing like a cowboy athletics ball. Look, you're doing high jump over the fences. So you do that, Holly.
Yeah, me and Holly. Holly's going to be more famous than me one day. Holly's there, I reckon I could scissor kick this. And I was like, that's just the weirdest thing to start this day out. And she's like, yeah, I could clear it. She's like, film it. And I was like, all right, I'm putting it on my story, but she's like, yeah. And she just clears it. And she's like, now you go. And I was like, you're going to make me look like a fuckweird on socials, Holly. She's like, no, you'll be right. And the minute I land, she goes, yeah. She's good for that. I need to take Holly more places with me.
Yeah,
she's actually sitting fourth in Australia right now for breakaway. So she's
awesome.
Shit, she's up there.
She's way better than me at rodeo. I'll say that. Like a lot of people go, "Nah, I'm better than my sister." You know, I'm dead set serious. My sister's way better than me.
That's good support.
You got to have that humility, bro.
Yeah. Gooseneck Party album, it's coming.
The album's coming, man.
October 24th.
Yep.
Dead on.
Bill's fangirl.
22 songs, man.
Oh, yeah.
I've been sitting on these songs for a long time, and like I did want to release them with Star Maker. Cheryl Brown, who runs Star Maker, I love Shez. She's the godmother of Australian country music, and she said, "Oh, we'll just do an EP." Like that's what we'll do. And I was like, okay, and I respected that because you know she helped me a lot. Her and Tom Inglis. Yeah. Star Maker was a big part of it, and now that I've got the freedom, now I'm not saying I wasn't free with Star Maker, but like you know, I've got that. I want to release 22 songs. A lot of people go, oh, I can't. You know, Lane messaged me. He's like, how do you write 22 songs? And I was like, you got to live a wild life, bro. I was like, before music, I've done some pretty wild shit. Like between rodeo and I was a Friggy, I was a ringer. Like, biggest station I worked on when I was a young fella was 1.7 million acres up in Dewey Creek called Malungra. And it was some wild times up there.
It's always funny. People always say, I think Danny Grant's perfect one says that, isn't he? Billy always says like he's got wild stories. The only reason he's got wild stories because he's done some fucking wild shit.
Hell
so the more wild shit you do, the more wild stories you have to tell people.
And I think with rodeo in Australia, that's like my favourite part because my sister's such a wild child. I go and hang out with her and all of my friends, and we all get along and we all go, all right, the bar's shut here, let's go to someone's gooseneck and have a proper party. Yeah. And that's why I made that album Gooseneck Party, because a lot of them stories I've either lived through or heard or talked about at a gooseneck party. And it's something you can't recreate. You can't plan a gooseneck party. You can't, anticipate one. They just happen.
Yeah. And as a rodeo person, you would have lived out of a gooseneck for a very long time. And you probably still do.
Yeah, still do. Even I cart my backline around in a gooseneck. Like I got a beautiful iron horse trailer. They've looked after me great, and they gave me this beautiful trailer to cart my backline around in. And me and the boys, we park up. We have beers right there. Like they're like, oh, we got a green room. Yeah, we're right. We just sit at the trailer. Sit at the trailer, watch the fans walk by. Hey, wait, how you going?
And that's how it is, though, mate. That's where the wild Shans come from.
Yeah, awesome. You got the Last Dive Breed tour. Yeah. You're selling shows out in America. How was that?
Oh, mate, it's a blessing, really. I didn't think as an Australian I could crack it over there. You know, there's a lot of bigger names than me, but I guess because of the cowboy stories that I've lived and done, like. Lived a life of that cowboy stuff, and I don't know, my tongue's all tied, but them Americans, they really appreciate what I'm doing, and I think it's even more of a novelty to them that I'm Australian. That talking about
a few comments like, oh shit, I didn't even realise he was Aussie.
I didn't even know that I sung with an accent. I don't think I sing with an accent. I thought I was pretty, I got that yarn proper Aussie. Proper Queenslander anyway. How you going? Nathan Highmarsh says it best. You're not a Queenslander, you don't know how you go. That is true.
Bill sung a bit of Treaty Oak last night. He's a big Treaty Oak fan. And
Who isn't?
you have ended up on that lineup made in Australia.
You've pulled some strings.
I told you I was working on it.
Yeah, you didn't
Any,
tell me.
anyone on TikTok that saw a comment, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And
Me and them were already mates. We already knew what was happening.
Yeah. Bill loves them, and when Bill found out I was coming, he was excited. But then when he found out you were on the bill, he was even more excited. So something like that, mate, that's huge.
Mate, and like I've been blessed with them Americans that are coming over and giving me the shot, you know.
Yeah.
First was Cody Johnson and Luke Combs.
Yeah.
They had me well before Star Maker or anything like that. I was still ringing and rodeoing for a living. I didn't even do pub gigs back then.
Yeah.
Me and Cody were at that rodeo.
Yeah.
If he didn't break that goddamn barrier, we would have won some money too, because we were quick. Anyone that can go back and find that video, we were quick.
I still remember when you put that TikTok up about
roping with him.
Yeah.
I made him haze for me in the Bulldogging too. This is the funniest yarn I've got about Cody. And Cody goes, I know how to haze. I've been practicing. I'm like, all right, yeah, awesome. You're hazing for me. Because like no other Bulldogger in the world can say that Cody Johnson's hazed a steer for him.
Yeah.
We get there. He helps on Dad's big haze horse called Swaggy, and he roped on Swaggy as well. And I've nodded out to go Bulldog this thing, and I'm about to get off. There's no one there. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the Warriors here. As I'm getting off, here's Cody. Wow! and we go back to the motel. Me and him were sharing a motel, like side by side.
Yeah.
And he's called up Luke Branquino, the greatest steer wrestler of all time, over in the States. And Luke goes, how'd you go hazing that one? He's like, I did an awesome job. And I'm in the background. He had it on speakerphone. I was like, he left me for fucking dead.
I thought I was going to die.
Me and Cody have that running joke. And it's like, it's me and Cody, like, we're good bros. You know, Luke was great to me. Then my one star maker, Tyler Hubbard, he let me open. Me and him still talk. And then I got to open for Cody again. Went on his most recent tour, and I got to meet Ashley Cook and Cole Swindell.
We were
you
at
know?
Melbourne.
That was the best one.
We're up the back at Melbourne in a little
they put us in
suite.
put us in a corporate box. It was a bit fancy for us. We walk in.
Bit too fancy for the Pilbara work.
We'd rather drink rums on a hay bale and have an interview.
Walk in. Everyone's wearing like fancy clothes and stuff. We're wearing dirty Ariats jeans and these shirts.
Look at every time I go on stage, everyone's like, "Oh, what's wrong with your boots? They're from Spurs, you know." I don't have a pair of like stage boots or anything.
Mine have got like stains at the seams when I do shoeies. It all drains through there.
I cannot do them, mate. I made a promise to my dad that I'd never do one.
Well, we've got actually a new toy. It's called the Bongaroo. I don't know if you've seen it.
Nah.
It's a
semi one.
It's a kangaroo.
It's a kangaroo, but it's like a beer bong. You pour the grog in there and you
hell
the tail.
Semi one. Semi one.
The bloke's getting around here and just
actually,
all
old mates
weekend,
here. We'll
all
get you one. We'll get you one. I'll go get one off him.
I'm like, he's
We'll bring
saving
it backstage.
Yeah.
Is it coming backstage over there at the Crobar?
We can.
Yeah, come.
We'll happily join
you might have to let us back there though.
No. I'll get one of my boys to come get you.
The CMC lineup come out as well. While we're at Gympie, a lot of people don't have service. We actually did a live podcast. I'm like, hey, does anyone know the CMC lineup? And everyone's like, no, and it was like all out. I'm like, oh, no one's got service. No, you probably don't know it. So we ran through it. That's wild.
I can't believe I'm finally on it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've seen a heap of comments every year. They're like, why isn't Wade Forster on here and stuff like that? And I'm finally on it, you know. And for me as an Australian artist, that for me means shit. I've done something right, you know. Like all the streams that I've been pretty lucky so far, but to actually make a CMC lineup,
that's awesome.
You know, I've done something right.
Yeah.
You know,
the biggest thing for me this year was I had a crack at guessing on the boys. I said this yesterday. I spent about 6-7 hours one night. I went to bed at 1 a.m. and guessing who's going to be on the lineup. Did my predictions, and you're on there. And I said the best thing I love about this year is the young artists down the bottom.
Oh yeah,
they're all Aussie young artists. Even like Casey Barnes, all them ones that are on there. Like, absolutely love it. And
Casey's still young. Casey's still young.
I'm not calling her old Casey.
That's my boy.
And his daughter, she can sing. Like, she's going to end up on that one one day.
She's going to be a talent.
She's unbelievable. Tyler Rodriguez, Jay Gibson, all them unreal. And it's so funny. Last year we were on top of the Yeti stand and we did an interview of all these girls and Austin McCoy and all that up there. And they're like, oh, we'd love to play CMC one day.
Austin's
and then I'm like, holy shit, they're on the lineup this year. Like, it's so good. And the Aussie lineup is so good because we're backing our artists now. I spoke about it in our live show yesterday about getting told no. So many people get told no in the country music industry, and when they can finally start making places and get that no out of their head, it's so good.
See, I think a lot of music is mindset. Yeah. A lot of people go, oh, I wish. I was like, don't wish, do.
Do.
You can. You. They might say no a million times, but you keep working, and I'm not saying I'm the epitome of it, but I'll never let someone outwork me.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it comes from working on cattle stations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where if I see someone's energy on a stage, I'm like, all right, I'm doubling that.
Bloody oath.
Like, I told Cheryl Brown the day I won Star Maker, I was like, you'll never find someone that can outwork me.
Yeah.
Like, that's my whole... I might not be the best guitarist or singer or anything, but I'll pride myself on I'll work harder than anyone you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Proper cowboy
Yeah,
shit.
because I've been blessed with this job. Not many people can say they've done, made it far in music or stuff like that. They'll battle their whole lives, and they deserve more credit, don't get me wrong. But to get as far as I had, I'm like, I'm not going to let any of my mates down.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, if I'm not up on that stage, I've been on stages. I played at Emerald last year.
Yeah.
Boone Lane Festival. I had muscle torn off the spine, a bruised spine, pneumonia, concussion. Got up, played an hour, got off the stage, didn't go to hospital till the next day.
Yeah.
And then, I had a gig 2 weeks later, and I made it for that gig.
Yeah.
I was fine. And most people would go, I got to look after myself. I was like, I can do that when I'm older.
Yeah.
I can do that when I'm older. I'm going to work, bleed, and sweat for this thing. And anyone that tells me otherwise, they can come talk to me.
It's like, what? Has it only been? You picked up a guitar 21 was it?
Nah, I picked up my first guitar I bought in 2017 or 18.
Yeah.
But I didn't start writing songs till about 2019.
Yeah, righto.
And then I didn't release a song till 2021.
Yeah.
So like I didn't even have dreams of being a muso, man.
Yeah.
For me, it was always just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I always loved the art of storytelling, and one of my favourite artists of all time is Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest storytellers of this generation, and you can see it, and I try to take a lot of influence off him, being real descriptive of what, I want to play the scene right out for you, so you don't have to do the, I wonder.
Yeah.
No, it's played right out in front of you, but without sounding boring,
Yeah.
That's and he's another great example of that. Work hard, get it.
Yeah. What we might do is making the 8 questions, which this is the first time that we can actually do this properly, because we usually have to explain to everyone what making the 8 is.
I know
but
what
I don't
the
even
8
have to
is.
sum that to you, mate, because you know exactly what a fucking is.
I know what the 8 is, brother.
So I got 8. So who is your biggest inspiration?
In country music, my biggest inspiration is probably Cody.
Yep.
Cody Johnson. Because for me, a long time ago, I didn't think cowboys could make it in country music.
Yeah.
And to see him do it, and then I get to do it, and then be good mates with him,
Yeah.
big inspiration to me.
Tick on life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
What's a song of any artist that you'd love to cover? I know you covered Treaty Oak. What, any others, or is Treaty Oak more Treaty Oak?
Like, if I got to write that song.
If you got
Even just sing it on stage. If you got to cover
sing
one
on stage, or if you got to write whatever.
Oh, God. Jesus. Probably Freebird, to be honest. Freebird by Leonard Skinner, because I know my guitarist would love that. If anyone knows the doctor can handle anything. So, and plus,
been waiting for that moment for years.
Yeah. I know the energy that me and my boys have on stage. We could do that song.
Favourite song you've released?
Stand Clear on my first album, because that song of mine, Stand Clear. My favourite country song of all time was Run by George Strait.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I wish I could write a song like Run, but I haven't had that experience. And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, I do. I used to chase this girl around the rodeos all the time, thought she was going to be the love of my life. Went to all these rodeos with her 1 year, and then she dated my best friend. So I was like, I seen her in Townsville last summer, hoping that was a bummer, so she'd never come back. And all the towns I named, that's was the rodeos that I saw at. So that's the favourite song I wrote. But Fighting Tears is right up there because it has a big place in my heart.
Yeah.
But Fighting Tears is my favourite song to play.
Yep.
But Stand Clear is the one I'm very proud of.
Released. Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
What's a thing you got most in trouble for as a kid?
I used to point cap guns at Mum's dog. She had a little mini foxy called Pokey, and Pokey lived till I was 20, born around the same time.
Shit.
And this dog and me, we had a love-hate relationship. And I used to love cap guns. I used to thought I was Doc Holliday. I think that's why I got the mustache. I was walking around shooting shit, and I used to point them at this dog, and it used to just go fucking batshit, this dog. And Mum would hear it. She's like, "Stop pointing cap guns at Pokey."
What's your biggest phobia?
Oh, I got a fear of like the ocean and planes.
Yeah.
Like planes, I get real scared of planes, like takeoff and landing. I always worry about the worst, but I know, you know, that they're professionals in their job.
Yeah.
But I would hate to drown. I would hate to drown. The fear of losing oxygen. And I know that's funny, me saying that, smoking a cigarette. Fear of losing oxygen, but it is a fear of losing oxygen for me.
Yeah. I love it.
What's one of the strangest / wildest things that's happened at one of your gigs?
I wouldn't say it's strange, but it was definitely eye-opening. I had a girl have an epileptic fit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, second song in the set, and we got her out. It was at Brisbane. Lovely lady. Like, I called her the next day to make sure she was all right, and I sent her a bit of free merch and that. Because she missed the show. She really wanted to see it. It was her birthday, I think, or it was close. It was a birthday present or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got the FaceTime her. The boyfriend reached out to me and said, thanks for looking, because we pulled the show up.
Yeah.
Made sure, like, I was like, we can party all night long, but we got to make sure she's all right.
Yeah.
And luckily she was. But that's one of the most bizarre things that happened to one of my shows.
Yeah.
I do feel for her because it is a tough thing to go through. But
yeah.
Other than that, I've had a few girls that in America flashed me.
Troy was telling us about that before. They got
I just wanted to become an artist because of that.
They got a photo of like the band or whatever, and it was in the background. And Troy goes, "Oh fuck, I want to blow that up."
I've seen girls like literally hold up their phone and be like, "Call me," and I'm like, "I'm on stage."
Hang on a minute, guys.
Hang up. Let me pull the show up so I can get your phone number off your Snapchat. They're just holding the Snapchat thing up there with their phone number.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh.
What was the moment you knew you wanted to be a country artist?
Probably Star Maker.
Yeah.
To be honest, I had a backup plan. So if I didn't win Star Maker, I had my visa. I was going to the States. I was going to go give rodeo a go.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I'm too young to just sit at home here.
Yeah.
So if I didn't win, I was ready to go.
Yeah.
And I won, and I was like, all right, well, that was a waste of buying a visa.
I bet you've used it now, though, the
I've
visa.
used it, I had to upgrade it. But yeah.
What's a bit of advice that you would give to any up-and-coming artists trying to get into the scene?
Never give up. Like, give everything you got. Doesn't matter if you cry, doesn't matter if you spew.
Yeah.
Like, collapse. Like, till I collapse.
Yeah.
You know you haven't done enough.
Yeah.
You'll never ever. Your biggest opponent is your head.
Yeah.
It's not another artist doing bigger songs and stuff like that. It's all about your mindset. So if you're working fully towards, and always say when I'm at the top.
Yeah.
Don't go if.
Yeah.
It's always when.
Yeah.
That way you know you're going somewhere. So it's always about hard work for me. So you can never ever quit. Just keep working, work.
I love people with mindset like yours.
Yeah.
Like that mindset in life. I wish everyone had that mindset of just never give up, keep working, work hard.
Bite off more than you chew and chew like fuck.
Oh yeah, that's a better way of putting it than I did. My English teacher probably has a heart attack listening to me sometimes. She was a lovely lady.
Oh fuck!
If my English
his English teacher wants to kill him.
Yeah.
His parents wasted so much on private school.
Oh, same. I went to Townsville Grammar play footy, and the English teachers there, I used to say ain't. That ain't right.
Yeah.
That's not a word. And I was like, well, why am I saying it? I was a little shit.
What about the old, can I go to the toilet? I don't know, can you?
Yeah. Oh, I remember, so my last English teacher was Miss McBean, Miss McBean, and she was a South African lady.
Yeah.
So she was always rugby diehard. She loved us border boys.
Yeah.
And like when I got to that grade, that's when I got into my little songwriting era, because I didn't care about English at all. Yeah. And it's no fault of Miss Watson or any of my other English teachers, but it just wasn't for me. And then I got into writing poems and songs and stuff, and then next minute here I am. So I do have to thank them a bit, you know. Because if it wasn't for them, I would have been a guitarist.
Yeah. I love it. Thanks for coming on for a chat, mate. Good to actually catch up.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Dodging you around, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty other times we're going to run into you.
Anytime.
Keep killing it. We'll have a few more rums over the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you two will have a dart together.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Get the oxygen going.
Yeah, keep the oxygen flowing.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Thank you. Anytime.
Cheers, mate.